Some of the challenges that we are faced with today in industry that we're hoping to resolve with the featured highlights throughout the course of the webinar are our inability to customize labels to suit very specific requirements for a particular project or perhaps a specific client or yard. Accidentally missing labels across large multi-page drawing packages. We know how complex some of these drawings can really get. Difficulty locating labels or parts for checking or production planning purposes, and showcasing inverted blocks often requires manual effort and has traditionally required manual effort. Hopefully it won't anymore with the features I'm going to show you today. We'll get started with inverted ISO views incorporated in ShipConstructor 2025 R1.1. This will definitely help when creating inverted drawing packages or even just for visualization within the model. We're used to a 3D viewpoint command interface that offers many different view options. However, all view options offer an orientation whereby Z is pointing up, meaning the block is still oriented upright or how it is to be placed within the ship once it's fully constructed. So now we have the option in the lower left-hand side of the select view interface or the 3D viewpoint command. Checking this checkbox down here, the apply inverted ISO view will actually rotate your entire view 180 degrees about the X axis. So you'll notice your Z and Y axis in your UCS icon in the lower left will flip upon clicking OK. Makes it very easy to flip views for detailing parts and welds rather than hide structure and replace it with hidden lines. This feature also allows for improved communication between designers and fabricators, making it super simple to demonstrate how the as-built block should look upon completion. I'm actually going to do a brief demo of this now in a second. To the labeling portion of the webinar, which I know a lot of people are pretty keen to learn a little bit more about based on the responses that I received upon your registration. So happy to share that with you. So property labeling additions we'll get started with here. First off, you'll notice many new property fields that can be added to your dynamic property definitions within ShipConstructor Manager. These additions are designed to help make your property definitions more flexible and customizable. While there are many new property fields available, actually at the end of the webinar, I will show you where to go to get a full list of every single addition. I'm going to kind of just go over some notable additions and then give a demo at the end of the labeling section on how to actually set up your own dynamic property definitions. And we're going to implement some of these new fields, but there are so many new fields, so I can't really go over everything, but I will show you where to go to get a list of all the new fields that have been added. So we now have the compartment callout that's available for all of the different item types within the dynamic property definitions. There are also many new property fields for space allocations, including volume, surface area, inside radius, centerline radius, and length between ends, just to name a few. But this list has more than doubled in size for space allocations. So there have been a lot of additions here. There are pipe-related fields that support newly added ShipConstructor features such as accessory, affinity, labels showcasing the part names and end treatments of connected pipe parts, and whether the part has a spool break or has been set to no spool, just to name a few. And UDAs can now be added to accessory packages, which can be useful if you have specific instructions for accessories included within a package. For instance, tighten bolts, loosen screws, etc. Just to give some examples, I mean, we know how specific some of these instructions for installing pieces of equipment, or perhaps you want to leave all your spools loose. I don't know, when you're actually constructing something because you're going to be taking them back down to put something else in, not sure. But you can actually include all of this now as a UDA within your property labels.